Good morning, my fellow ARK players. This is Tall Creek Rock back for another exciting day here on the ARK Survival Evolved, the Lost Island map. This is day number 155 of our little adventure here, and well, my last episode was actually day 144, so it has been 11 days since I've recorded an episode. But I do have a good reason for that. Yesterday I spent the whole day collecting metal to fill up my industrial forge here, so we spent a day collecting metal for that. In those other 10 days I've spent trying to replace my Sinomacrops that I lost a while back. But we did eventually find a few Sinomacrops. It took us like 10 days to tame a bunch of them. But I guess I might as well show that off before we take off and do what we're going to do today. We basically went to the jungle and the desert both. I think we had better luck in the desert because it was easier to spot the Sinomacrops. But we wound up taming 5 Sinomacrops. Right here we go. We've got a 39, a 134, a 149, and a 74, but actually they was like one of them was a 25, one of them was a 50, one of them was a 90. And this 149 was a level 100, which was the highest one I was able to tame. And I've got a level 20 on my shoulder right now. And I did hatch out a bunch of eggs to these guys and got a couple more right here. We got these two little guys we hatched out of eggs. Hard to even see them, but this is a 125 male, so we'll be using that to breed with eventually once it grows up. And then we got this another female over here, 66 female. We need to check these guys and see if they've got enough chitin in them to do them while we're gone to grow up. Are you in range of the feeding troughs? I did put chitin in the feeding trough too. Let's go ahead and throw a little extra in these guys because I'm going to be gone all day and I don't want nothing to happen to them. It's going to take an hour and 6 minutes to imprint on them. I don't think, I'm pretty much positive I won't be able to imprint on them because they're already at 30%. They still like over an hour, so they'll be fully grown before I ever get a chance to imprint on them. But there's 10 days worth of time went into taming 5 Sinomacrops. And the heartbreaking thing about it is I spent 2 whole days chasing a level 145 around, and it just up and died on me while I was trying to tame it. So I don't know what happened with that. I don't know why Sinomacrops just up and died. I had it on my tracker. Okay, we've got a bunch of chitin in here. I guess I'm going to throw a little extra in just in case. And we'll grab some more to take with us because we're going back to the desert today. Yep, I spent 2 days chasing around a level 145 Sinomacrops. Got its taming up to about 50% once. And it got hit by a direwolf and went back to 0. And then the second time I had it up to about 60%, and I was watching it on my taming HUD and its health was going down for some reason. I don't know why. But when I got it up to about 60%, it just up and fell over dead. Nothing hit it, it just died. Okay, what am I forgetting here? I'm forgetting something, I feel like. I guess we're ready to go. But we're going back to the desert because as a result of hunting Sinomacrops down there for a long time, I cleared out all the low-level Thiocoleos, or Thacaleos, or however you say their names. I cleared out all the low-level ones, and I finally got some high-level ones to spawn down there. So we're going to go down there and see if we might contain a Thiocoleo today. I did spot a level 145 and a 135 and another 130, so hopefully we'll get one of those today. And we finally get us some Thiocoleos on this map. Yalamamis saddle. I actually don't need to be packing a bunch of heavy stuff down to the desert with me, but I'm going to go on because we ain't got all day. We got to get back up here after dark. Check on those baby Sinomacrops. See if I actually have a chance of imprinting on them. I think they will be fully grown a long time before I can ever do that though. y'all drop, is there any thiacolos around here to jump me? I don't remember ever getting a supply drop right here before. I guess I have. We'll probably be looking for desert supply drops too today. Hopefully get a, well, there's another heavy saddle, boy. My wyvern's going to have a time carrying all this stuff. To get to the desert as quickly as possible. Set us up a thiacolio trap. See if I can remember how to pick up stuff with a wyvern. So we're just going to pick up the thiacolios and drop them in a trap and trank them out, so it should be pretty easy tames. We're not going to attempt to do it on foot or nothing. And boy, I tried everything on taming Sinomacrops. The little cage trick doesn't work anymore. I thought about trying to trap them in a tent, but I watched some other guy's video who was trying to do it, and it wouldn't work for him, so I never did try the tent thing. Then I found another YouTube video where some guy found a cave over on the southwest side of the map, and he would lure the Sinomacrops into the cave, and then he could just tame them by the bunches. And I tried that, and I got a whole bunch in the cave, and then I finally realized that it was telling me that they must be outside to be tamed on the Sinomacrops, so I never could get that to work either. So I tried a whole bunch of different techniques, and the only way I could ever do it was just chase them around. Once you feed them, once you put them on your taming HUD. And then the best way to do it is just back way off from them after you feed them once, to get far away from, probably a couple 100 meters away from them. And then wait a few minutes before you even get back close to them. And then when you try to get back close to them, don't get no closer than about 40 meters or they'll just run off. I'm sure there's a way to tell if they're actually hungry or not before you get back to them with your taming HUD, but I never could figure that out exactly. Stop and get another drop. We're going to get ourselves overweight before we even get down there. Yep, that was junk. I guess I need to make sure I've actually got my Sinomacrop on me. I do. I've got my Sinomacrop with me, the one I use. It's actually the lowest level one I got, it's the one I've been using. But I've got a slightly better ones back at base, once we breed up a few, so I don't have to worry about losing them. Let's fly across this big expanse of water here and get us a trap built up as quickly as possible. These mountains over here on this side of the desert is the ones that seem to have the thiacolos around them. I actually found a lot of thiacolos while I was searching for Sinomacrops over here. Most of them were pathetically low level, but I did clear all those out and finally got some good ones spawning in. What is that down there in the water? That looks like a little island underwater. It's pretty weird looking. That might be crystal there on it. Yeah, that is weird. Don't know what that is. We ain't done no underwater exploring yet. We'll eventually get around to doing some of that too. I'm going to set up kind of a large trap over here so I can easily hit it with I can easily drop my creatures into it without too much trouble. I'm thinking right in here would probably be the safest area to put it, because there really ain't nothing around this area down here except maybe an occasional saber-tooth or terror bird. And all the thiacolos are right up in there in the hills. So I'm thinking maybe set up a trap right in here somewhere. Yeah, maybe right over here. I think right here is probably a good spot. Now let's move it up a little bit, I think. Now if I get much further in, I'll have to deal with the dire wolves and stuff, so I'm going to put it right in here. What is chasing you? Micro raptor or something? Sure is. don't like microraptors. Let's get our trap set. We got to get busy here because these things will take a while to tame. We're going to put our trap right here, I think. I've got all the materials to build a standard 2x3, which is usually what you use for Rexes and stuff. So in case we find a Yeti or something around down here, I'm going to have a big enough trap to deal with that too. And hopefully big enough that I can hit it with dropping an animal with a wyvern. Getting somewhat decent at building off of wyverns, or off my rides. It's a lot safer doing it this way, that's for sure. I want to get off here though, because I've only got 2 pieces left and I don't want to place them in the wrong place. Having your head's in the way. And I brought ramps just in case we do decide to tame a Carno or a Uranus or something. I'll have a way to get them in there. Actually, you can pick up Carnos, I think, with a wyvern. I'm pretty sure you can't pick up Uranuses though, because I have definitely tried that. But there's our basic little usual trap we use for Rexes and everything, basically. Very good trap. Let's go see if we can find that level 145 first, and let's see if I can remember how to pick stuff up. We would really like to get the 145 first, if we can find it. I'm pretty sure it was right down here at the bottom of the hill somewhere. See if I can pick something up before I get too far along. Missed the Carno. I think that is the right button to pick up with though. Okay, where's my Thyla at? There's definitely a 145 up here somewhere. Or there was, unless something's happened to it. I don't think nothing could kill a 145. Pack of Carnos might, but I don't think they would fight. Okay. Even if I don't find the 145, there's also a 135 and a 130 up here, so I ought to be able to get one of them. I ain't seeing none of them. I see a red supply drop though, so we're going to have to take a little bit of a detour and get this red supply drop. Right over here is the area where the Sinomacrops are. If anybody wants to tame Sinomacrops in the desert, right past this red drop over here is a really good spot for them. It's where I found the 145 that died on me. I'm really sad I couldn't tame that. That would have been probably a really good one. There is a Deadon saddle. I do kind of need to tame a Deadon. I've got that trap set up now though, so I could actually tame a Deadon up here too. We haven't been hunting Deadons, we've been hunting Thylacoleos, or Thacaleos. What is the proper pronunciation of that name anyway? Is it Thylacoleos or Thacaleos? I know everybody calls them Thylas on the game while they're playing. Where did my 145 go? I was thinking it was right down here. There's something down there with those Carnos. Maybe that's it. No, that is a dead on. That's an 85 dead on. Well, I thought I was going to come over here and get a quick, easy tame. Now I can't find them. Get on the ground here, maybe I can see a little better. Don't think it was this far down. Unless it's fell over in this crack or something. See nothing down there but a bug or two. Let's head back up the hill. We'll find it here in a couple minutes, hopefully. We get a yellow supply drop while we're looking. Okay, where did 145 Thylacoleo go? Couple of thorny dragons. What's the chance them thorny dragons might have killed it? I don't think they could, really. I really doubt that. But I haven't spotted it yet, so that's not good. That might be it right there, fighting that. I think I probably found it. I think this is probably him. Let's go ahead and put him in the trap, and I'll check him out. If it's not him, I'll just get rid of it. I think this is probably the 145. I wouldn't even have seen him if I hadn't seen all that blood squirting off of that Amargasaurus thing over there. Pretty sure this is my guy, though. Let's get him in this trap and knock him out. Hopefully nothing around here that'll mess it up. Okay, did he go in? No, he did not. That is great. Now he's after that Morellatops. Come on, leave the Morellatops alone. But I picked up the Morellatops instead. Wow, that's a good one. And the Thyla's still a-coming for him. Come on. He should have been in the trap and knocked out by now. Let's get him in here. miss again. No, I got you that time. Now before I spend a bunch of trank darts on this guy, let's make sure it is the 145. 85. Oh, we're not doing that. Sorry, Thiacolio, I thought you was the good one. Not a taming at 85. Can't believe this. Wow, I cannot bite it through this cage. Oh, that stunk. Thought for sure I had my guy. Go again. I don't know what the deal is. How the 145 is gone and the 185 in its place up there, because I'm pretty sure that's about where it was at. We're going to look around this side real quick. It might have been over this way a little bit further. There's an Alpha Carno. There's another dead on, ain't it? Yep, a dead on. I've been putting out some pretty boring videos, and the main reason is I get out and find something I want to tame, and then I can't find it when I get ready to do the video. Is that a red vulture? That is pretty, but it's only a 16, and there's a Thiacolio right behind me. Maybe that's a good one. 120. It's not the best, but I'm going to get it anyway because I'm in a hurry to get something. Or leave that alone. Leave the vulture alone. I'm going to tame a 120, even though I was planning to tame a 145. We'll look for the 145 while we're waiting on this guy to tame up. Maybe we'll still find it. And there was a 130 and a 135 also over here. And I found a 120 instead of all three of those. And I think one of them was right in here. I think the 145 was just right in this little hole right here. But I'll come back up here and look a little better after we get this guy knocked out. I don't know how long they take to tame, but I'm sure it's probably going to take a long time. I probably won't be able to get this one up today. Maybe we will. Come on, let's hit this on the first try here. That's a pretty good shot. Okay. And we are for sure that this one is a 120, right? 120 male, yep. Let's get it knocked out. Okay, are you on passive or neutral? Okay, you're on passive. Good. We brought cooked mutton for these guys. I know they take extraordinary kibble, or exceptional kibble, extraordinary. They take extraordinary kibble, but I didn't have near enough of that to be taming them with, so we're going to do it with cooked mutton. I think is the second best food to tame them with. These shocking tranquilizer darts should knock it out pretty quickly. Well, he didn't run at all, he just kept biting. and I brought narcotics with me. Okay, let's put a stack of that cooked mutton in there. I think the torpidity drain is pretty quick on these guys, so let's get a stack of regular meat, throw in there with that. And then keep an eye on this guy's torpidity drain, and then we're going to get out and see if we can't still find the 145. Because that's the one we came down here for. We didn't come down here for this 120. Let's see how long it takes him to eat, because we would like to know how if we're going to need to put a bunch of narcotics on him or not. Let's open up the taming hut and we'll watch him through that. This torpidity drain is pretty bad. They probably won't eat till about 38.20, I'd say. I need to know how much it's going to get per bite, and then decide if I need to stick narcotics on him or not. So we need to wait around here just a couple of minutes before we take off hunting for that other one. This is a male, so we kind of need to hunt for a female, and I think the 145 is another male. His food's down to 38.50, 38.49, and he took a bite and he got 5%, so it's going to take 20 of those cooked mutton, and it's definitely going to need some narcotic. But we're going to wait a little bit on that. Yeah, let's go hunting, I think, and then we'll come back here in a little while and put some narcotic in him. I wish I had 2 traps I could tame 2 at the same time, but I just couldn't carry that much stuff. So we're going to have to wait for that one to get up before we can tame another one, but we can get out and try to find another one. We'll probably tame several on this outing, which may take several days though. We're getting a bunch of junk in our inventory. I'm going to try to throw some of it away, I think. Some of the stuff I know I've already got. Okay. Would really like to find the 145, even though it is also a male, I think, but I'd still like to tame it too. If we can find it again. I do know there's a Uteranus up on top of this hill, but it is only like a level 60. So we probably just need to get rid of it. Yeah, let's get rid of the Uteranus. I guess we should check it though before I do. Level 60, yeah. That's why I built the trap as big as I did, in case I find a good Ute down here. Okay, you are stuck inside of a rock golem, aren't you? I don't think I can take a rock golem, so I'm just going to leave. I've never had any luck defeating rock golems. Let's go check this supply drop and keep an eye on the torpidity on our Thiacoleo so we can go back over there and put some narcotic on him when he needs it. What is that red thing down there? Is that a hyena dawn? A red one? Sure is, ain't it? Okay, Scorpion, you going to try to attack me? Right over here is the Sinomacrop area. All this little area right here in front of me is where I find most of my Sinomacrops at. And it's easy to trace them when it's desert instead of forest. There's a place in the jungle where there's a lot of them too, but it is really hard to see them in the jungle. But I found a bunch right here. And actually right on that hill in front of me on that side is a place where thiacoleos spawn also. So we'll probably check this area. I think I might have seen a 130 over here last time I was over here. Looks like it's a bunch of thorny dragons and carnos now though. Let's check her attainment HUD on her 120 and see if we need to take narcotic to it or not. It is about halfway down already, so it's definitely going to take a bunch of narcotics. I'll tell you what, let's clear this mess up right here. And we'll get a thiacoleo will spawn in their place, unless that is one right there. No, that is a dead on. Boy, there is a bunch of carnos in here. Carnos can kill wyverns. I've done found that out. Well, that overloaded me bad right there. We got to get back and check on our 120 thiacoleo and empty out the inventory on this wyvern so it can fly. And there's a much more heavy stuff. Okay, we've got a bunch of building materials. We're just going to have to dump all this fur and a bunch of meat, I think. Get him down to where he can move, and I've got to get back and put some narcotics on the 120 thilo before it wakes up on us. I need to put up a storage box or something over here, I think. Dump all this stuff. We're up to 20% on our... What is that? Did that Argentavis just lay an egg right there? Our thiacoleo is up to 20%, but its torpidity's down to about half, so... That means it's going to take a bunch of narcotics to tame these guys. I may not have brought enough with me. Yep, it's down to half on the unconsciousness, the torpidity. So let's throw a stack of narcos in there and pump him up. Hopefully it doesn't take many to get him back up. I'm going to put 11 in there and see what that does for him. Oh no, it's just barely ticking up. I think I hear bugs coming, so we don't want bugs to hit or tame. I guess it's that jug bug that I was hearing. Okay, let's check the taming thing again. Torpidity is barely moving, and for some reason its taming effectiveness has already dropped to 97.4. I know pretty sure I didn't hit it extra time, and it just dropped again to 96.8. So why is its taming effectiveness dropping? I know it's probably because of the stuff I'm using to tame it with. What have I got in my inventory here? We've got some adobe and building materials. We got some wood building materials. See what it takes to make a storage box. We'll throw all this stuff in a storage box if I can make one. We need 50 wood, 35 thatch, and 25 fiber. Okay, let's craft us up a box really quick. Maybe this will have one in it. It'll probably have an old well and a windmill in it that I can't carry. Dang, it had a lot of stuff. Okay. We want to throw us up a little storage box over here close by our trap. Probably under this rock right here. And dump a bunch of this stuff. Craft. Storage box. Still needs just a little bit of fiber. Wow. Can you get fiber from a cactus? Thatch, I mean, yeah, it's giving me thatch, all right. Let's throw us up a little hut right here and put a storage box in it. Then we can store all this heavy stuff. This will be our little miniature base, I guess. Okay, that ain't gonna work. Pick this up. I've got to keep an eye on that Thycolio's torpidity. Let me place that. That's good. Place your storage box and dump all this stuff. I did make one, didn't I? Or maybe I didn't. Craft a storage box. Okay, that's what I want to put in there for now. Let's check on this Thycolio. Parasitherium, you need to leave. Okay, it's up to 35% on the taming, but I'm sure I'm going to have to stuff it full of narcotics. Yep, definitely I'm going to have to stuff it full of narcotics. 20 more. You're only at 35% and the effectiveness is going down on these cooked mutton. I wonder if uncooked mutton is actually better. I don't know. Let's go out and do some hunting. That narcotics might keep him knocked out for a little while longer. See if we can find that 145 or the 135, one or the other, while we're waiting on this guy. Just hit 40%. I'm probably going to run back to base at dark so I can pick up some more narcotics and maybe check on those 2 baby Sinomacrops. Yep, I am unsure what happened to all those diacolios I seen up here. I know there was a bunch of them. Like I said, I seen a 130, a 135, and a 145 all up in here. And I ain't seeing none of those now. I know they chase and fight everything they come across, so that's probably what's happened to them. They probably just chased something that they couldn't handle. You would think the 145 would have been pretty tough, though. This is basically the end of the desert. Right over here is the border wall, so you can't really go no further in this direction. So right there is it. Yeah, I was positive there was a really good one right over in here, too. I'm going to get back and check on my Thiacolio, and we're probably just going to call it and run back to base during night, and we'll come back over here tomorrow, see how this one turned out, and see if we can tame a better one. Yep, it's about dark. Let's go over here and check on this guy, see how much more narcotics I need to put in him. And we're probably going to end the video off because we're going to, like I said, we're going to have to go back to base and grab more narcotics. And then do some more thyla hunting tomorrow, maybe. There's that micro raptor. Let's kill that before it causes trouble here. We don't need that to be a hit in our tame. It's already losing effectiveness. It's at 50%, so it's going to be morning before it gets up anyway. And boy, its torpidity drain is terrible. And the taming effectiveness has dropped to 93% too, so the cooked mutton is not that great. Okay, let's throw a bunch more narcotic in there. I'm going to put 50 on him, and then I'm going to have to run for base, I think. Well, I guess that's about all I can do for today. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And thanks again for watching. This is Ty Creek Rock on the Lost Island map, trying to do some Thycoleo taming and signing out.